Alright, so we see DeathShoot playing Valorian with dragoN playing Minion. I'm guessing that this is in fact the accursed Minion that we have seen from previous games.
It's looking slightly different.
It is not. It has, yeah, that's a caged prowler.
It has evolved. That might be a case of him just trying to play something different than what he thinks his opponent's going to expect of him.
Right. Okay. Cage Prowler coming out. And you can block it with something like Skeleton Horde, but the issue is like that Defensive Chopper is going to do... Oh, okay, Sunburn was a great counter there. Because Defensive Chopper would have wrecked all those skeletons in that Stun Lancer.
I am inevitable.
Right, bit of face damage coming out. Again, we see the Sniper. That's probably why the Sunburn's there, to help remove things like that, but the Sniper's got a Spirit on it. Now, can you get the Cage Prowler spawn? Can you get some value out of it? Stixie again, I'm going to assume that is. There it is.
Okay, Spirit out on the Stixie.
Vega says, be right back, just going to go grab an ice cream!
Ooh. Legionnaires into the Defensive Chopper, not necessarily what you want.
That was problematic, and the Cage Prowler just shredded them all.
That's gonna set DeathShoot off balance, and he might not be able to recover with the pressure that the Stixie and the Stun Lancers are able to put on. And then the Spirit coming out, because Morelia's books coming out every 25 seconds now as opposed to 30, so that's a lot of Spirit that they're able to push out.
Yep. He's going to need some help dealing with that. Well, he's going to do a good job, but there's a lot of DP, a lot of HP that it needs to work through here. And you can see it's going to die before it's all removed. Okay. Deadshot thinking about what removal he's going to use here. He was going to use his Valorian spell, decides against it. Maybe he wants to hold back.
I'm assuming they're saving. Yeah, the Searing Light could have been used on the Stixie, but opted to use it on the bottom push instead. Doesn't quite finish off the Prowler.
It is difficult to use on the Stixie though because of the invisibility. You do risk just completely wasting it. Here comes the Spirits again. Spirit on the Stixie, exactly what dragoN wants. The next Sniper is up as well. Deadshot does have a way of dealing with the Snipers, but the Stixie at the top is going to be the problem. Especially against all these small units. Stixie's going ham. Again, the Prowler looks like it's going to get to face. It's going to use the Legionnaires, but the Legionnaires are not going to have a good time when he gets onto the Defenso Chopper. And there you see, Stixie goes invisible and survives.
Okay, ooh, great job with the crossbow dudes keeping the Stixie visible. Bottom, Whirly would have been good, except the Stun Lancers just completely shut that down.
Now, we're getting towards perk 3. And that's when we're going to see how DeathShot's going to deal with that dragoN. Does have a Haunting Hugger, that could be great. Now you have to
Stun Lancers could also be good because there's not really...
Desperately trying to keep this Stixie alive. Can he?
Much.
I think he does.
Yeah, that's... And that Stixie's now going to retarget, potentially not on face. Yeah, and so now that's going to be able to help remove some of the Horde. Next Stixie's out. Yeah, I think the main thing is that there's not really much of an answer for Defensive Chopper in DeathShoot's deck. Like, at best, they have Searing Light, but if they use Searing Light on the Defensive Chopper, then that means that Stixie just gets to have fun.
Some good face damage out there. Deadshot dropping down under 800 HP now. And here comes perk 3. So this will be the only dragoN that dragoN gets. So he needs to make as much use of it as possible. Trying to shut down that Prowler. Prowler lives. Deadshot needs to grab some bridges here, and he is behind on XP, and he doesn't want to allow that dragoN just to lock down a bridge for too long. Okay, Hugger is on the defense zone. It will come back.
Ooh, lucky.
Get through the stim. When you get through the stim, will it end up? Yes, it will. Remember, it does hug quicker now. Now that dragon, its death warrant has been signed. It will die, but bridges are staying red for far too long for DeathShot here. Dragon getting an XP lead, or increasing his XP lead.
And they still have, you know, like the Stixie's about to come out. Ooh, it's Searing Light.
Oh,
okay, good. Great that time. Okay, but are they going to be able to come back? Like there's still time. Dragon's definitely going to hit Frenzy first. If they time it right,
nice.
That could be huge. Excellent sunburn there.
Just thinking about stunning the sniper, but Dragon's ready. DeathShot really needs to put pressure on the bridges though. He's got to minimize the time between Dragon's Mana Frenzy and if he can get to his own.
Okay, here comes Searing Light, so I'm assuming that Stixie's going to be the next card out from Dragon. There it is. And so now Dragon's gonna have a whole deck rotation to just play with that Stixie and keep it on the field, because Dragon now DeathShoot has to push in for the bridges, dealing with the Defenso Chopper and the Stixie at the same time, which is just not going to be a good time.
No. Okay, Mana Frenzy now for Dragon. Needs to bring the hammer down here.
Okay. Ooh, Spirit on the Stixie keeps it alive.
Yeah, that was nice.
DeathShoot coming in. Stixie's still alive, and we're about to see a second Stixie come out anyway.
Yeah, this is really problematic for DeathShot. He's hanging on, but I feel like he's too far behind. There's too much extra mana from Dragon's Mana Frenzy and the bridges at this point. DeathShot's going to hit his Mana Frenzy, but he's just going to get too far behind. Here it is. This is going to close it out. Savage end to that one. Game number 2. In this redemption bracket final, best of 5, 1-0 currently to Dragon. What's going to happen?
We bring hope to the righteous, to the damned, death.
DeathShot sticking with Valorian. Dragon forced through the conquest rules to switches to Milloween.
Yep, and we do see that DeathShoot has changed and is now has an Arcane Bolt. Arcane Bolt being a great Defenso Chopper counter. Not immediately killing it, but after it takes a little bit of damage, does remove it.
It looks like Dragon switch back to an Accursed deck, this time running it with Milloween. There's some extra spells in there, like that bridge grab with the bridge buddies. It'll be interesting to see, can Dragon keep up in the XP stakes before he gets his Accursed Ascension. No, he's going to get that power spike. What's the state of play going to be at that point? Okay, Spirit missed. Frustrating. Now, DeathShot does have a Whirly Scrap. That's going to be great. Clearing the Skelly board.
Okay, ooh, great Arcane Bolt there. Arcane Bolt, while it was 5 mana and it technically only killed a 4 mana unit, it allowed the Stun Lancers to then remove Milloween's Golem, which you know, is a total of 6 mana in unit. So when you're thinking about trades with spells, you got to remember that it's not just the immediate unit that's killed, it's the effect that that unit would have had on the board if it stayed.
Yep. Plus the fact that the bridge was blue for a bit longer. Plus the fact that the bridge had to be taken
The
back.
reach of the light
every little helps.
grows.
Looking at what's trading better.
Yeah, I think DeathShoot definitely has this game pre-Ascension. They're going to be able to put a significant amount of pressure. It's just a matter of how far can they stack that XP lead. And are they going to be able to do enough pressure? Ooh, Skeleton holding the top bridge is kind of frustrating on DeathShoot, because that means that they really need to commit more mana, but they can't. Not without, you know, playing off cycle and potentially, you know, having the counter cards played.
So with Dragon playing Milloween instead of Morelia this time, he's not going to be able to get that huge power spike where he can effectively get 3 dragons pretty close to each other. He's not going to get a Poke 3 dragon, the Queen's dragon, anymore. He will get dragons, but he will have to cycle through to them. But, of course, on the other side of that, he will have a decent golem to support them with.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no!
He's getting locked down. Can he finish it off? Oh, he didn't get
Oh,
any luck
no!
at all! Oh god, he didn't get one hit on that.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's frustrating for Deadshot.
And defending with shielded crossbow dudes, you can't really use against the curse bear because that'll just melt all the shields off. So they opted to use the skeleton horde.
See the whirly. Okay, what's the breath?
Breath, not necessarily getting the most value down there with it now being 7 mana.
Some support down there, nicely targeted. Frost Feather Flyby's getting clear.
Oh man, like a few of these trades with DeathShoot got to be really frustrating. Like they had such a lead, but a few like that arcane bolt, you know that curse bear just barely living with that skeleton just make it a little bit difficult to deal with stuff like this.
Yeah.
And Ascensions have just ticked over for dragons. Now they're gonna get that power spike.
DeathShoot does have perk 3 though, so the question is, can Dragon use the Ascension increase in power to bring himself back into this? Not an incredible amount of XP behind him, it's definitely manageable, but let's see what he can do. Remember, he's going to have his dragon. But there's the... Oh, okay, that's good removal. Deadshot needed that. And here we see dragons defensively, near this defensively, by dragon. Build that up. The dragon's down to just under 1100 HP, so he's
Yeah, but we
a bit
have
serious there.
Yeah, we have Frost Feathers, the Haunting Hugger, Arcane Bolt. You know, there's a lot of tools that DeathShoot has to deal with this dragon.
Okay, the Hugger didn't get on there, but all this time the bridges are blue, which means Deadshot's leads and the XP is increasing. That's exactly what he needs, because he is closing in on his own Mana Frenzy. Alright, let's see how he deals with this. Okay, so you see there he spawns the skeleton ball around near this and he's going to kill them all. And the breath support is solid. Well, it feels like Dragon just has to take one of these pushes and then close the game out. Because Deadshot's getting very close to Mana Frenzy, but he's going to really finding that. Glorian hits very hard.
That was a very good removal of the dragon. And those dragons are, or Nervier is now 14 mana in total, as opposed to the 13 mana before. So if you can effectively eliminate one of those dragons, it can be huge for the board.
Yep. Remember, you can kill it with a 2 mana Hugger. It takes a while, but it'll get there. Okay, that Arcane Bolt just shredding the Golem time and time again.
And again, with that bolt, while that's a 5 mana bolt clearing a 2 mana unit, it's the effect that would have on the field. Like Dragon's whole strategy is built around capitalizing on what that Golem can do as it gets boosted from spells. And so while you're spending the 5 mana on that, you're completely shutting down Dragon's win condition.
Yeah, every time he uses this spell with no Golem out, he's losing value. Again, here we see Dragon down to 800, 750, 760, 710. Very low HP.
Okay, Stun Lancer's come out. Oh, Stun Lancer connects to face and Nervier. Breath comes out to clean up the bottom half.
It's going to be far too much. Hug on the Dragon. Dragon's going to die. That's pretty much the end of this, I think. The Dragon's not even going to make it to the bridge.
Yeah, Dragon's still behind on XP. The Dragon is dead. That Haunting Hugger has been a pain in Dragon's side, as it just kind of jumps across the field without really much of an answer.
Yeah, here we go. Deadshot's just going to close this game out. It's going to bring this Redemption Bracket final level. Best of 5, 1 game all now.
And we're off.
1 game all. Game on. Okay, Deadshot's brought out APEP. Dragon has brought out APEP. There will be snakes. Okay, so this could be down to... Okay, dragoN's playing a future APEP. He's got a 6 mana Doom Cleaver. Could be amazing depending what else he has in his deck. It's basically just a full fat Cleaver right now. He doesn't have any other Voidborns. Done the maths, is it going to work out? Nope, not quite. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Not great RNG for dragoN there, not great RNG. Okay. You know you casting this one, Cosmic?
Oh, I did not. I thought the Fogo was doing this one. I'm going crazy. Sorry.
No worries.
I was like, huh. Okay. So crack goal, yeah, the crack goal is an interesting choice. DeathShoot getting a free sewer scrat to deal with the crack goal is insane. Frost Feathers are going to tear into that Shadow Whelp if it would ever normally get value, as well as the Arcane Bolt being able to shut down the crack goal. I don't know why dragoN would take crack goal against a deck that he knows is going to have Arcane Bolt.
The crack goal was from a future.
Ah, okay.
So basically just like a cleave, I think. He's got a Shadow
Yeah.
Whelp, right? So
He's got a shut up, so he can reduce the shadow up a little bit, but not necessarily the greatest pull.
yeah, I mean he's... So he got the Shadow Whelp from the other future. He got Shadow Whelp from future past and Doom Cleaver future present. But at least the Doom Cleaver's only 6 mana, so it's basically just the Cleaver with the potential to do something.
Yeah, if you're playing RNG and you get a cleaver from the future past, so it's 7 mana or the crack gold, then that's really unfortunate because it's really difficult to get 7 mana in value out of them. But I think getting 6 mana in value isn't too difficult, especially if you can get at least 1 kill.
Yeah. But the problem is DeathShoot's got a massive XP lead right now.
And in an APEP on APEP matchup, then that's huge. And I think that sewer scrat is just really hitting dragoN in the teeth because they paid mana and therefore XP and board presence to get that cleaver, which just got completely nullified by DeathShoot's perk 1.
Yeah. When you spend all your mana, your early game mana on those
Okay,
features, you are likely to fall behind.
Okay, so we have a priestess come in from DeathShoot, which is not going to be too useful for them, because the priestess, her attack was completely removed, which does a few things. 1, you can't use it as anti-air when it's going behind things, but 2, she'll just wander off. Like you'll be trying to get her to heal a unit, and she'll just keep walking completely past it without a care in the world, straight to the enemy master tower.
Yeah, less than ideal, but DeathShoot already in a very strong position here. See, the whelp's already spawned, so there's no potential here for Doom Cleaver to get any.
Hey, ooh, that was a massive sunburn.
Now, dragoN should get stronger the longer the game goes on with the mana he's saving every cycle, but could be
And perk 3 for dragoN could be huge. Because DeathShoot's perk 3 is not necessarily something that's going to super change what's going on in the match. Whereas if dragoN gets something like a Blastmancer, for instance, that could completely change everything that's going on.
Now the healer's getting some value. Wandering into harm's way though. Now,
great Arcane Bolt there. Okay, face damage coming in on both sides. I think DeathShoot's done a great job of putting on pressure. At this point, they've solidified themselves enough of an XP lead where they'll hit Frenzy. Yeah, I think dragoN shot out the GG. I think they've given up this one.
Yeah, it's far too far behind. Okay, looks like DeathShoot's going to take this 2-1. dragoN not really getting the best RNG, but...
Well, see, crack goal could have been useful depending, but the issue is with getting a free sewer scrat, like, every time dragoN played crack goal, it was answered by sewer scrat, which didn't even cost DeathShoot any mana, and so anything that dragoN would try and support that crack goal with, DeathShoot would just answer, and then...
Take us away, Cosmic.
Ooh, alright, so we got DeathShoot playing Volko versus dragoN playing Valorian. Already, This, I'm gonna say, yeah, this is just a bad matchup. We see a sad face coming out from dragoN. Like, these trades are gonna be so difficult for dragoN to get value out of, because that bridge burn is just gonna tear into any of the larger units that dragoN has, and then once perk 2 hits, it's gonna be over pretty quickly. I think.
The odds may be stacked against him, but very experienced player, very good player. Let's see what he can get done.
Blue obtained the first perk.
Okay, so units coming on that bottom bridge. Okay, so I think that those were going to be the bottom bridge target, but now he's holding bridge burn for the Legionnaires up top. So that...
You could also say that the sad face at the start, bit of mind games maybe. We'll see.
Potentially. I mean, Harbinger against Volko can be good situationally. If you're able to properly clear out the anti-air cards.
Right, here comes the flyby.
Yeah, flyby just slowing the Harbinger, not really damaging it.
dragoN holding the bridges for quite a while at the moment.
Ooh, great sunburn. Okay.
Actually getting a lot of value. It is slowed though, so that's a little bit frustrating.
Yeah, I think the slow was a calculated move earlier. All right, the next Harbinger is already out though.
dragoN's got to get the most value out of that. That's his, his key to get back into this.
Yeah, if dragoN's able to stack Harbingers, they could potentially do something, because Harbingers can't get hit by the bridge burn, and any ranged units that are able to pick up that rage and gain the value from it are going to be forward enough where dragoN will be able to counter everything else. Ooh, that was amazing luck on the Searing Lights part right there. Oh no!
Be careful here, because that's an enraged Harbinger.
And all the Zealots just got raged as well through that sunburn. This could be it right here. Like, this is a raged hasted Zealot about to take a good amount of damage off of face. That Harbinger is raged, and it's locked onto face. Ooh, that Plasma Marine is getting shut down. This could be it.
dragoN identifies the Harbinger just needs to be kept alive, and that's going to be GG. But it's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna finish it here. But he's done huge face damage.
Oh my. Yeah, at this point, dragoN has carved himself out a good, solid weakness in DeathShoot's defenses. So now DeathShoot has to play a lot more aggressively against this Harbinger, which is a really dangerous thing to do. Because, you know, at that point, your ranged units can just get countered. That one Searing Light was so huge, with it completely removing that Drone Walker.
We see the two different spells DeathShoot's used. He used the flyby to slow the Harbinger, but then on a different occasion he used the sunburn to turn it into a monster.
Yeah.
Trying to keep his aimbot alive, but doing everything he can to keep the aggro off of that aimbot. It's gonna go down.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Ooh,
that one's dead, but the next Harbinger is coming through. XP is about even. That does mean Berserker Rage though, so all of the non-Harbinger trades that DeathShoot will do okay. dragoN is purposely cycling Sunburn on face though, because they only need a few more Sunburns, so DeathShoot has to be very careful about what they played next to their face. Which is of course difficult to do when you're trying to keep the Harbinger off of you.
Yep, DeathShoot in control of XP, but very low HP. Anyone's game.
Your end draws closer.
The bridge burns softening everything up.
Okay. Yeah.
If you just do a little bit of damage to face, and then we'll be down to only 3 sunburns needed.
Okay, there's the Searing Light. Okay, ATG locks onto what it needs to. Damage is about to come in on face though, with the Legionnaires and the Sunburn. That's 2 Sunburns away from death.
This is so close. Remember, dragoN started this game with the sad face. Did he think he was going to lose? Was it a bit of mind games? We're not sure, but at the moment he's very close to taking this game number 4 and bringing this back to 2 games all. Sunburn does 100 damage to face. Deadshot's 145 damage. If you do the maths, you figure that out. That's 2 Sunburns required on face. There's one.
There's one of them.
No margin for error, but...
And here's the Harbinger coming in, though. At this point, dragoN basically has DeathShoot where he wants him. DeathShoot has the XP lead, but with that massive push with that Harbinger, that's it.
Legionnaire!
Oh my goodness!
Okay, we see a DeathShooToneyOoney, we see a Mordor.
Showtime!
I know the way.
Okay, we got a future present in DeathShooToneyOoney. What's RNG going to be like?
Yeah, so we see Mordor versus RNG can be tricky. Then our RNG is actually going to work. Oh, okay, so this can be huge. So Void Altar will push out, it'll pop out 3 orbs, and you can get a Succubus, a Shadow Whelp, and an Incubus. Those 3 units can inflict a significant amount of damage on a Mordor if they're properly picked up. Now, DeathShoot, I would say, is a player who is used to using Void Altar and can very easily turn the tide of this battle if they use it properly. The issue is they're gonna hit, it's all gonna be about that one good Void Altar play. If they can get one good Void Altar, then they can stack and be okay. But if they're not able to get off that one altar, then it's going to be very difficult.
Mist Spirit there. Now he's got the flyby, which he could be used to pick up the Void Orbs, Souls, whatever they're called, right?
Yes. And the Souls, I believe.
But not the traps. I think the traps can be used. Okay, that's
traps
a good
cannot be used.
It's a good trap. Take out that Stixie though. Now Void Altar is a tricky card to get value out of, but at only 6 mana.
Well, with DeathShoot has Frost Feathers though.
Yep.
And Frost Feathers are an amazing card to have when you're doing stuff like that. Defensive Chopper does a pretty good job of shutting it down. I think that orb spawn was a little bit unfortunate for DeathShoot with the Whirly Scrat not picking it up. I think they were expecting it to be picked up, and it just didn't.
Got a Whelp, Shadow Whelp out of it, but that's
Shadow Whelp isn't necessarily the worst.
At least he got some value out of it. He's going to need to get better value as we go.
Yeah, I'd say that Whelp got 5 mana's worth, but that was still a 6 mana altar. And now he's revealed that he has a Void Altar, and so dragoN's going to be playing accordingly.
This is an example of how the best players can get value out of awkward cards. And when you're playing RNG stuff, you've got to be able to take advantage of whatever is given to you. And see what Deathshot can do.
Okay, getting the new and improved crossbow trap versus the Stixie
is... the Stixie at the bottom survives. 2 Stixies are shredding everything. Okay, snipers everywhere.
I don't think that there are enough units in DeathShoot's deck that can properly deal with Stixie for them to be able to get themselves enough of a margin to properly make Void Altar work.
Stixie's at the bottom, frustrating. Any push on them? Yes, he can. One of them goes down, trying to save it, but it's not going to die. Okay, killing those 2 is very important. Still got another sniper. Nice use though of the trap at the top there. Res, sniper res. Another Stixie spawn. Frustrating. He managed to deal with 2 of them, but there's another one here. 2 Defensos are going to be frustrating for him to remove as well. Deadshot may have just got bad RNG.
Go get it, boy.
That's what happens when you play a card like that.
You're rolling the dice of fate, and you know sometimes you win and sometimes you don't. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Oh no!
It's not over yet. Okay. Not over yet, and of course he just needs one good Void Altar to get a big presence there. He got some extra mana there from Ruffles, so that's going to help. We'll all be in position to try to tank the snipers as much as possible.
and the Void Altar can also be used as a wall, because it has 300 extra hit points that you can take in damage and still get all 3 orbs if you play it right. So one good Void Altar play is all that DeathShoot really needs, and they're kind of tying themselves on XP right now.
Looks like DeathShoot's just holding the auto, waiting for a good opportunity, but none of them are being presented. Flyby coming in, trying to get damage here. Struggling to get DPS on the Stixie. Stixie goes down at the bottom though, that's useful. XP lead though for dragoN. And the dragoN probably would have had a bounty sniper, but it was banned out. What's he doing? What's he doing? Okay, there we go, using it as a wall.
Okay.
Using a 6-mana wall though with nothing in return. That's exactly what happened. Did he just give
no,
up?
he gave up, yeah.
Looks like Deadshot's given up. The RNG was not in his favour. Looked like he may have had some opportunities to potentially get some value out of the Void Altar, but ultimately it wasn't to be.
Yeah, getting a Shadow Whelp as that first orb is not necessarily ideal. You want something like an Incubus, but there was a defensive chopper. If they would have got like a Succubus at that current moment, it would have really helped them wiggle a little bit. But when you play a Void Altar, you give your opponent momentum, and once a Mordor gets momentum, they don't lose it.